Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Happy September 1st.
Happy Labor Day tomorrow for those who celebrate. Our laboring days are almost over. Mr. O's working part-time. but I'm done. I'm done with the labor force. Except for this job, which we love. So, hey, Jackie. Good to see you all. My hair is put back today. I just want everybody to know I tried to make an appointment for a haircut today, and the darn system that takes the appointments, it just kept churning, and I had to give up finally. So I'll have to try again. So, haircut still pending. All right.
Right.
Well, what do I got for the collective today? I was going back and forth. Tree Keeper's Oracle, this, that. I think I'm going to do the Bird Messages by Susie Green. By the way, we just submitted a answers to interview questions. So we've been interviewed for somebody's blog, which is really nice, about our tarot business, how we manage to work together as a team, how that all works. And so we're happy to share those insights with
It's
this
a
person.
fight in progress. I mean, a work in progress.
And also get a little exposure there, hopefully. So when that article comes out, we're going to definitely send it around on social media and whatnot. All right, let's get to work. All right, this is for the collective. Mr. O, I put the booklet back, which was
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
stupid. You would have showed
I
it.
would have grabbed it. I should have. Here, let me just do the box.
No, because I need this anyway, right?
I see. So that's it. Bird messages.
By Susie Green.
Hopefully they're not the kind that the pigeons give.
What are you saying here? Pigeons? And I bet there's pigeons in here, so don't be mean to the pigeons. I just want to make sure they were read upright so that this message is just for the collective, so I always use the Oracle's interpretation and expand on that a little bit. And then we get to the readings with the Tarot and the Lenormand. All right. Mr. O, I'm going to let you pick a random Boyd. Pick a Boyd, any Boyd. What you got? Short-eared owl. Ooh, nice.
The short-tempered man picked the short-eared owl.
And, of course, these are not in, any kind of discernible order that I can figure out. So, let me check at the end here. And the handy-dandy index. And why don't I see short-eared owl? Do I have to look under owl? Yes, there it is, 55. All right. Well, the short-eared owl, what does it say on there, Mr. O? Does it say inner peace?
Inner peace and a sense of wonder are regained by immersing yourself in nature.
Ooh. Mysterious wisdom incarnate. Who does not know short-eared owl? Few may see her as she flies in the velvety darkness of night, but many may hear her cries and eerie hoots and feel their spine tingle, the hairs on the nape of their necks stand. For even in our technologically saturated world, short-eared owls' cries may still evoke a sense of wonder as ancient as humanity. If short-eared owl has graced your cards, she counsels it's time to see again the world with your own eyes, and not through the medium of the smartphone or camera.
Wow.
To wander technology-free into the magic of nature and feel all its extraordinary powers as our shamanic ancestors once did. To understand that you are a part of nature, not apart from it, and that to feel at peace with the world and yourself. What a beautiful message. And it decries technology, which we're using even today here, but the thing is, we really have disassociated ourselves a lot from the natural environment. And to go out there and experience nature is very nice. And if it's the fall season like it is here where you live, it's really, it's really an ideal time. Not just because the crunch of fall leaves under your feet once the leaves start to fall, but the temperatures are more comfortable. There's not as many bugs out bothering you as you tramp through a forest. And you can experience the beauty and solitude of nature and the wonder.
I love owls. I was thinking of them recently, probably because a certain friend of ours makes owl scarves, shawls.
So get outside, get outdoors, and listen to the messages that come through the sounds you hear in the natural world.
And Cutie Pari has joined us. Hi there.
I see that.
Thanks
We'll
for
add
subscribing.
you to the list. All right. And if you can't stay, anybody, remember, if you leave your question, we will answer it in turn. So you could always come back to the show and watch it later. That's why Violet takes the questions, and because, you know, we do some expanded readings here. So
Yeah, I need to see it too. All right, so Libra asks, what's coming towards me?
Oh, you'll probably like that owl shawl, Violet. It's very nice.
And I think I'll use the Uncommon Tarot for Libra's question.
I want her to make me a special hat. I'm going to be giving her that soon. I keep telling her I am, and then I don't. I know I've been very bad. Very bad. And if Banshee can figure out how to put the cards back in the box. There. Lenormand will be this one. Okay, and you know, you don't have to post your question, but if you're not here when we call you, we may have to pass you by and not add you later depending on the timing. So that's why Violet asks for the questions. So it doesn't matter to us, but just be forewarned that we might not be able to read for you then.
All right, so Libra says, what's coming towards me?
Okay.
Card the first, the King of Cups. So this could be an indication that somebody bearing kindness is coming towards you, somebody who represents as a very kind person. It's possibly romantic tinge, but not necessarily. More often, the King of Cups is somebody who just is a benefactor, is kind. Maybe they could be an advisor, they could be a priest, they could be grandfatherly type, grandmotherly type. They're not necessarily gender specific in this view.
Well, what's coming towards you, Libra, is a time when kindness and caring for others will serve you well. You know, showing people you care, showing people that you can empathize with their concerns, and, you know, and trying to meet them in the middle, you know. I think it would just bring better joy and harmony in your life. I also think, I like what Mr. O said, it is possible here that you yourself might benefit from somebody else's kindness and shoulder to, you know, cry on, etc.
So why is this important?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the number. It's those damn cards. It's the Two of Coins reversed. So you probably need this right now, whatever this is, or you need to do this right now, because the Two of Coins represents a situation where maybe things feel awry. I like that word lately. Things don't feel like they're balanced. Sometimes this could be about, you know, the practical situations of your lives, but I wouldn't allow that it also can affect you emotionally very much indeed.
Okay, well, Libra, if somebody is showing kindness and consideration and sympathy and empathy for you, maybe they're helping you out. This is important right now because things have been a little bit chaotic. You almost need like a helping hand, some helper bee or somebody who can at least listen to you and maybe give you some advice on how to get things, you know, managed better, because it seems like there's a lot of chaos coming. But if this is you, you might be helping somebody else in that type of situation. Maybe their life is out of control right now. Maybe they have to suddenly get up and move. They're being evicted, or, you know, something has come up and they need people to help them out. Maybe somebody, you know, has an illness and needs somebody to do some shopping for them or some chores around the house. Whatever the case may be, that's why, you know, this is important.
Right, so this could actually be you. You could be this person requiring that.
Yeah.
You could also be seeing that around you and wanting to respond to it.
So where
All
are
right.
things headed?
And it's the upright Ten of Coins. And
Nice.
it's a beautiful picture of a lioness and her cubs.
Do you have a sense about that there? Well, I'm thinking that maybe this is pointing to the fact where things are headed. I have a feeling that maybe this whole thing may be family related or
Okay.
friends, somebody in your tribe, Libra, and that everybody will feel more stable and more secure, because of this help, because of this person stepping up, whether it's you or it's somebody assisting you. It's going to bring more harmony and more success to the household. Things are going to settle down. Things are going to feel far more stable. I like
Well,
it.
just the picture of the lioness with her cubs sort of suggests, the female principal being in charge, or the female dynamic having strength, And of course, once again, it doesn't have to be that gender specific, but of course, we know you, Libra. So yeah, you go and be the lion.
And I can't help but think maybe too that it's possible here somebody might need a helping hand financially with something. So
Okay,
if that's
it's
the
coins.
case, I think it's all going to work out just fine. And if it's a matter of
Sure
lending
hope so.
somebody money, I think they'll be very grateful and it will be returned in some way. It just all looks like it's going to work out okay.
Okay, let's look at that.
But let's see what the Lenormand is going to add to this. I've been shuffling and shuffling here. All right. Well, the clouds. And the woman.
Now, to me, it sort of looks like a darker side is facing that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And so I'd say here, you might be helping, if this isn't you, you might be helping somebody through a very confusing, unsettled time. Things are just, in a way, I see the clouds tying into that. Two of Pentacles reversed here,
Sure.
and saying that things are just really chaotic and very confusing right now, and they really need an assist. Or you do, if this describes what's going on with you, Libra.
I like that, and I feel that way too. For my purposes, the woman in the Lenormand is aligned, I suppose, with that lioness in the Ten of Cups. And even though there's a sense that there's confusion to work through, possible disappointment, the idea really is carrying on until the job is done.
So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Libra.
All right. And we're on Viddy. Hi, Viddy.
Hi, Vinny.
I want a luck hat. That's what I'm going to have her make for me, a lucky hat. It's going to have a lot of green, maybe some clover design on it, maybe some dollar sign on it, whatever she can imagine.
All right, so there's Vinny's question.
What fears and beliefs am I holding on to that restricted me from growing? Okay, and leveling up in career and love. Do you think those are two separates, though? Should I do 2 and 2 on that?
Maybe. Let's see.
Let's do that.
Well, they could kind of tie in, but maybe not. I see what you're saying.
I'm going to do 2 and 2. Because I think that way we can look at the fears for each separately. Because I think they could be separate things
All right.
that could be holding Viddy back. And maybe we'll see some similarities there. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. I added a few more decks in as I'm still not where I want to be. I put my Tarot Illuma back in. I'll be using that next. The Golden Girls are back for September, though. I like to bring the Golden Girl Tarot out for September. And I brought out Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti.
I'm only thinking about October and how many creepy vampire
Yes, well.
haunted looking decks I can use.
I'm ready to bring out my Shadowland stuff and some of my darker themed Lenormands. The Halloween Lenormand's got to come out soon. But I have some other ones, so stay tuned. The Healing Light Lenormand is kind of dark cards, but they're really positive and light, so you get a little of both worlds there. All right, let's see what I got. 2 and 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
We did that 2 and 2 too.
And so career is first, I think, and love.
Yes.
I think.
That order.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right, so for career, we got the Three of Wands upright. And the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And I'm going to put them both out there, but we'll tackle them one at a time. What's your Lenormand for those? I'm curious.
The Whip.
Okay.
And the Fish.
Interesting. Okay. And for the love, we've got the Fool upright. And the Three of Pentacles reversed. And what do you got?
The Lenormand's Moon, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
And Coffins. Coffins.
I'm just thinking about something here. Can I see
What?
the box? I believe it is the moon, though. It is the moon. I was
I don't
thinking.
know where I left the box.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's
Do I
here
have
somewhere,
it?
but I don't know
I
where.
have it. Oh.
Sorry.
You know, I'm seeing that lily in there, and I want to make sure it's not the lily. And also, guess what? We're missing a card in the deck. And it's weird because it's stuck to the deck. Oh, it looks like it's got gel on it. I don't like this. I'll have to clean it off. But the card is good, but now we didn't have a full deck. I always say things happen for a reason. It's funny I didn't notice that, but it was sticking. And it is, I'm going to make sure I wash this, so I'm going to keep this out. All right, what number was that again? That's number 30. I'm pretty sure it's the moon. But for some reason I keep, you know what? I'm convinced, I'm mixing it up with the tarot's moon. That's what's going on here. Okay, it is the moon. There's some ambiguous symbology on some of these cards. So I want to make sure I'm reading the right card here. All right, Viddy, I think this is an interesting reading for you. I hope you get something out of this. You're wondering about your fears and what could be holding you back. So I'm going to put it in that respect. The Three of Wands here, it's almost as if you kind of fear, I wonder here if you fear what's not being able to achieve your goal, your financial goals in your job or career. Are you worried that what you're trying to get into career-wise is just not going to meet your expectations, or that you need more skills? You've got to get more skills in order to achieve that. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. That is the 10, right? Yes. Yes, the Ten of Pentacles reversed here. And then we've got the Fish and the Whip, which makes me think, again, this is something financially related here, or related to your financial security. Perhaps you're afraid of, whatever you're going to reach out for, it's not going to achieve your goals. Are you holding yourself back, or are you really thinking maybe there's something else you need before you can get set out on a true career path?
With the Three of Wands, it's always the sense of striving for some opportunity that's coming to you. But now it's sort of positioned against that reversed Ten of Pentacles. And I almost wonder if maybe there's a part of you, or there's an influence around you that suggests that this opportunity won't really help you, because maybe it doesn't really grow you in a certain way, the Pentacles idea. But on the other hand, you sort of feel like maybe you should listen to yourself, I wonder, because the Fish is abundance, and so it sort of says you have to move quickly. But maybe others are trying to delay that, or maybe there's an influence that's trying to delay you with this opportunity, or you feel that maybe your own inhibitions delay you, and that's why you have these fears about the career, because you're not feeling confident enough. And a lot of times the Three of Wands is about somebody who really will take that confidence, but I could sort of see that it's juxtaposed against the 10 of Pentacles reversed and may lag that.
The bird is no longer sticky, so put him in there. Okay, so that it's really interesting here. You're worried about financial stability and security. Maybe, for example, if you're also starting, planning to be an entrepreneur, do business for yourself, you're really worried if you are in a good position to make that happen. So you're not willing to go out on a limb here and reach out and do it.
Well, I sort of feel like it's two-sided, like you could want to at times, but then sometimes you flip. And maybe this is because of others' influences or some sort of influence.
And finally here with love, this is kind of an interesting read here. With the Fool and, what is that one again?
3.
The 3 of Pentacles reversed.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps you're a little bit afraid of power struggles in a relationship here. The 3 of Pentacles is reversed, which to me sometimes means, okay, usually it's about teamwork and people being able to work together. But when it's reversed, it's as if, there's somebody trying to always outdo the other, outperform or be better than the other. And maybe here there's this sense of, you want equality in a relationship, in a partnership. And perhaps you're afraid to take chances on people because you're afraid of being dominated, being under somebody's control, as opposed to having an even relationship here. And I think here, sometimes you may have a tendency to quit before you even get started, I hate to say, with love and romance here. Or maybe even, I will say this, sometimes people can pick up weary vibes from you. And so if you're feeling anxious or insecure in seeking a partner, they may not even want to give it a shot. So that might be what's going on here as well.
I'm getting a little bit of a different picture because
Okay.
I'm sort of feeling that with the Fool and the 3 of Pentacles reversed, maybe there's a feeling here that you don't feel you can always trust others' advice when you ask about those situations. So like maybe if you're new in terms of seeking relationships, or even unbidden coming towards you is somebody's advice about how to handle relationships, you're sort of feeling like maybe it hasn't served you well, that maybe other people, and once again, sort of like the influences of others, like I mentioned over there, that you sort of feel like other people don't really understand you or have your best interest at heart if they are trying to advise you, or maybe they're working against you because maybe they're interested in the same romantic prospects. Not sure about that, but I thought I'd throw that out there. So when I look at the Lenormand, then I sort of feel that could be more attitudinal than anything, that you sort of feel your attitude is not positive enough to really put yourself looking for that success in a relationship. You sort of feel, like Banshee said, maybe quitting before you really start, or feeling it's over.
Right. Or do you feel that, why bother? Because it's bound to end on a bad note. Maybe you're fearful that whatever you get involved in is not going to follow through to something, that will enrich your life. So I think here sometimes there's this fear of failure in the love department. And the Fool is about taking risks when it's upright. But because of that, because of that 3 of Pentacles reversed here, I feel like you're afraid to take that challenge, take that risk, start something new, because you feel like it's not going to amount to anything.
So either way, some of this amounts to sort of, belief in yourself, some sense of confidence. And the only way to do that is to build it maybe a little at a time, that smaller successes or smaller leveling up in confidence will give you more confidence. So you have to sort of start with easier things, like just becoming somebody's friend, and then maybe the next time, looking for somebody who's even more of a friend, or the same with career. You just have to find a way to level up your confidence.
Not just the confidence, I think also, I could say, how about the confidence in others? Give people more a chance. Be open and receptive to what could happen, you know. Hey, you know what? You can always say no to somebody if you're getting bad vibes, but the bottom line is try to be open and receptive and see where things are going to go. Don't be too quick to shut the door on someone necessarily. I think that would be important advice there. And as far as career advice goes, I would just say here, you know, you got to get started somewhere, somehow. And so even if you want to be an entrepreneur or something, if it's more advisable to work with somebody right now and make a little less money to just get a foot in the door to get yourself more experience, then maybe that's just what you have to do, and not shy away from that.
Despite it all, opportunities are coming, so it's mostly about how you can respond to them. And on the career side, it looks like maybe you could possibly have more confidence.
Mr. O, that's such a good point, because actually, Viddy, with all these cards here, you know, we're answering your question about your fears, but I'm seeing in these cards that opportunities are here for you, career-wise or love-wise. You just have to get in the right mindset for it.
Hi, Nicole.
So good luck with that.
The list is not closed.
Hi, Nicole.
And Jackie's up. Hey, Jackie. Oh. How do you want to do that?
I'm reading it now. Well, let's just throw 3 cards. Absolutely. Let's throw 3 on this. And do the Lenormand. The Lenormand snake comes up. I think we'll know.
Good to see you again, Nicole. Hang in there.
Yeah.
All right, snake in the grass. Card the first. Boy, I wish Kara was here. She would like this one. It's the 8 of Wands, but it looks like a woman changing into a werewolf. So maybe it's not a snake, maybe it's a werewolf.
So it's the 8 of Wands upright, though.
Right, correct? It is the 8 of Wands upright. And then card the second is the 9 of Cups reversed. Getting a feel here. And then the last card is the upright 6 of Cups.
So have you known this person for a while, Jackie? Does she go back a ways with you? That's why I'm seeing the 6 of Cups here, maybe. But let's pull that one out. Look what's back.
And there's clouds everywhere, not just the coffee. Yes, a few years.
Okay.
All right. And the heart.
Okay, so what's that middle card again?
That's the 9 of Cups.
That's right. Well, I can't say that she definitely has I can't say that she has your best interests at heart. With that 9 of Cups reversed here, it may seem to you a lot of times that she works against the things that really are important to you, you know? And she just seems to be kind of a thorn in the side as far as you making any progress in your life goes. I think here with the 8 of, well, there's a lot of energy here too. It seems like she's always wanting to do something. She's always wanting maybe even for you to spend your time and energy on her stuff as opposed to your goals and desires. Kind of seeing that there.
Well, there's a gestalt working for me right here. And what that is she's really unhappy with herself. She doesn't feel like she likes anything in her life. And I'm looking at that and I'm seeing her face, whether that's the face she shows to you. It just sort of seems to be a disgruntled face to me. And, it's the Six of Cups. So it's the idea that maybe for her, maybe she thinks her best days were in the past and she doesn't feel as confident about the future. But she seems to have energy and or a plan.
Well, I'm going to stick with what I said about the energy being applied against, just more. She wants you to do stuff for her at the expense of you really working on your own needs and wants and
I'll buy that.
And stuff. And I like what he said here. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Well,
but maybe she has some unhappy memories or something. She's clinging to a past that's no longer possibly relevant here. And, when you look at the Lenormand, I would say this. She makes it very confusing for you to figure out whether you should love her or hate her. This is the heart and the clouds here, which the clouds is about confusion. Now, also again, is this person somebody who maybe has had some setbacks in the love or romance department too? I wonder here, like you said, she doesn't like herself right now. Maybe she's having issues in relationships and stuff that's causing her to be this kind of chaotic person that she is.
And what you said about this being, her feelings about Jackie, I sort of feel like, once again, it's about herself too. She just doesn't like herself very much. And it's a little bit of a cipher here. I don't exactly see why that is, because the Eight of Wands really throws me off. There's something transformational about her. The Eight of Wands is usually somebody that knows how to hit its target. In the view here, it looks like a woman transforming into a werewolf, and so that's why I said there's something transformational, like just picking up this energy and moving it, doing something with it. She has an idea about something, but something is lacking there. I'm not sure what.
So should you watch out for her? I would say yes. I would say it maybe not anything really bad that could happen. But what I would say is I would watch your back a little bit. And also don't give so much of yourself that she becomes codependent to that, okay? Because I get a sense of that too here with these cards, that she could come to rely on you for her needs and wants too much. And, it's like a different form of what they call psychic vampirism in a way, right?
Yeah.
So I would say yes, but maybe when I see that Six of Cups, I see a little different things coming out with that card. And I would say maybe for the sake of, the friendship, if things aren't really that out of control, you'll still want to keep her as a friend for old time's sake, but I would still watch it and make sure you're not being taken advantage of.
I'm going to go slightly back and say that for the point of view that she's known you for years, and that this idea that there is a transformational energy with her, it may be that she just needs to get there herself, or she needs somebody to
direct that energy help her.
You may not be that person, but that's what she probably needs.
Yeah, I like that. That's what we have for you. Wow, good luck with that. I don't know if she's an out and out snake, but she's got her own motivations, and she does have a tendency, I think, towards becoming codependent, which can be problematic. Good luck with that.
So Estelle and Christine have joined us. Hey, guys.
Hi, Estelle.
Yeah, Estelle, it's been a little while. I think you haven't been here lately. Good to see you. And that could be two. Yeah, for sure.
Two-faced gossip. Uh-oh. That didn't totally come out in these cards.
In a way, it didn't, yeah.
But, the Eight of Wands can be about communication, but it was upright. I'm not going to go there with the way the cards fell. So maybe we'll want to check in again on her. But
Estelle came in before Christine, right after you said, "Got it, Nicole." And then one or two lines down there, Estelle popped up.
Yeah, Estelle popped in.
So,
I
hey,
see it
Estelle,
there.
give us your question.
All right, so Aries,
All right.
fashion, the right career for me. All right, well, let's take a look at that.
So that's going to be your deck this time. Hi,
Hi,
Kara.
Tara Illuma. Hey, Kara.
Kara, a few moments ago, I was mentioning that this particular card for somebody's reading reminded me of a woman turning into a werewolf, and I thought of you.
He thought of you.
It's because of all those pictures you've been posting where you're a werewolf.
Well, I'm not going to do a yes/no on this, but maybe that's a possibility. Let's see if the cards look fortuitous for fashion.
Oh, somebody donated. Jackie.
Yay!
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Jackie. Hasn't
It's
popped
partially-
up. Oh, it's behind the screen.
I know, I'm trying to figure that out.
Whoops.
There it is.
We
And
can
it's gone.
see it in the background there. Thank you, Jackie.
It's because of the way I have the cameras toggled. Thank you so
there
much,
it
Jackie.
is. Saw it for a moment.
I know. I have to work those cameras.
All right, well, get this, Ari.
you so
We've
much.
got Death up right here. Ooh, nice.
The unspoken. Ooh.
They're all going to be upright for better or worse. So let's see. We got the King of Swords upright. Wow. That's interesting. And the Four of Swords is upright too. So I'm not sure what to make of that, Mr. O. What do you got for the Lenormand?
All right. I love this deck. It's so
Isn't it?
colorful and pretty, yes.
And it's kind of looking twilighty, darkish, so I'm bringing it out for this point in time in the year. That's number...
The heart.
The heart, yes, of course. Scarecrow. Silly me. So you got the heart and the rider. Wow.
So there's some stuff here, maybe.
There is some stuff here, absolutely. I'm not sure exactly how to read the Four
Hi,
of
Divine.
Swords. Hey, Divine. The Four of Swords into this, but let's get started. First off, I see here with the oh God, I just got it covered. With the death, the unspoken, it's talked about. This might be a real, transformation or change for you that would encourage growth in your life, Ari. You feel like already that this could be the thing for you. I can't argue with that. It's saying this could really be a metamorphosis for you. This could bring out something in you that would be very growthful. I really like it. It's like the caterpillar transforming into the butterfly thing. So I incredibly like this card. I think the King of Swords here is saying, you know what? Go with what you're thinking here. The thinking is not invalid. If you have some talent, skills, or a knack for fashion, this may be the way you should go. You should maybe pursue this, investigate this more. And I'm going to stop because that
Okay.
was throwing...
Well, Ari, I get a really strong feeling that these are positive cards for the
Yeah.
most part. I mean, to me, especially the way you asked your question, I sort of feel like it just sort of goes there and it says, this is a change that would change a lot
Ari,
of things.
they're all good. Death is not a bad card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the change
Yeah.
that you need.
Yeah.
And the King of Swords tells me that maybe this would be a good decision for you. The King of Swords is deciding that. It's a good decision, or it's a strong decision, or it says, if nothing else, there would be some strong forces that could help you with this, or that you could bring with yourself. Just the idea that maybe you feel it's such a good fit, it would just really, glom onto you and you would just be able to do this. So that does take us to the next card, though, the Four of Swords.
And I'm kind of flummoxed by that. I would say here, because the Four of Swords is often about,
Well, I think that it could signify the idea that, you would have to go to college or get some amount of coursework to move into that. So that sort of says an activity away or different kind of activity, a lull in your activity.
I actually thought of something else, and I'm almost forgetting it now, darn it. I think what this is saying is that it wouldn't take a lot out of you to do, well, it might take a bit out of you to do this. That's what I want to say. This is the only thing. It's a slightly challenging card here, but it is not bad. It means, you're going to have to put in some effort. You're going to have to make it happen. And it might be, mean that you may have to take some classes or some training, skills training in order to pull this off. And so, but hang in there. It will deplete you a little bit, but it's good because look at the Lenormand. The Lenormand is saying right here, go with your heart on this. Move with your heart. If your heart is telling you this is for you, you should go with it.
Can't disagree with that either.
And not only that,
go towards your heart, right?
And not only that, Mr. O, not only go with your heart, go with your head on this too. Your head and heart seem to be in agreement on this one, Ari.
I love it. I think this is really something you should consider. You already feel that it's a good fit for you, and I could sort of feel that it would be a natural fit for you, So check it out. Find out what you need to do that.
Good luck with that.
I would encourage you.
All right. That's what we have. I think it was an interesting reading.
So Divine Universe has joined us. Hey. Yep. And also Garima Sood. Hi.
Oh, Garima. Okay. Hi, Garima. We'll get you on the list.
And so we got their question.
Okay, we'll start thinking about closing the list if we get 2 more people, maybe 3, because that would take us, I think, to 18, right?
I'm not counting.
I am.
We are going to try to stay more on the mark today because we have an invitation to a barbecue, so we don't want to miss that.
Well, it's grilling. It's not an actual barbecue, but it's grilling in the backyard.
That's barbecuing to me.
The Southerners would disagree. Barbecue is a whole...
Are you a Southerner?
Well, no.
Detroit style?
Detroit style barbecue. Okay, I can deal with that, Mr. O. Did I have a band on these? I don't see it.
Okay, so we are on... I saw it a moment ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lena.
We're on Lena, I think.
Spirit reading for the next 3 months.
All right. Sounds like mine?
Yes. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, barbecue is serious business. It's a whole another thing. But let me just tell you something. They grill tons of stuff. They grill everything up.
They grill for the world.
They have so many leftovers. We end up trucking back here once it's over. It's like they're grilling for an army. And there's a fair amount of people that show up at their house too. They put up a new gazebo this week in their backyard. I'm excited to see it.
One of the other side's relatives is my astral twin, Lisa, who's also born on my birthday.
Ah. Yeah, we're at 15 now. Okay, that's why I thought if we did 3 more, that would take us to 18. So maybe that will be the cutoff, and maybe we won't reach it.
So you said we're doing Lena's as your method?
Yes.
Spirit reading for next 3 months?
Yep.
All right.
So what's coming, Alina, in the next 3 months? Temperance reversed? All right. Well, I think, Lena, the next 3 months are going to be a time of a little bit of a stressful time for you. We'll try to figure out where that is with the rest of the cards we pull, but it could be at work, it could be in your relationships. Things just seem out of balance and they're causing you, I don't want to say worry, but stress. Stress, it almost sounds like work because oftentimes it's about stress, keeping up with things, needing some more downtime and not being able to have it, needing a period of more meditation and reflection to just kind of decompress yourself. So try to make time for that if you can. It's going to be really important for you in the next 3 months so you can manage any kind of stressful situations easier.
And you know, Lena, it is possible that this could indicate a health situation you might want to think about. The only reason I say that is because it is the classic pose of Isis in her healing, hi Jennifer, her healing mode there. And so I'm thinking this could be saying the next 3 months is a time for you to focus on health in general. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to the doctors or you have something seriously wrong, but you may want to take that pulse of your health. Think about eating better or getting a little more exercise or trying to avoid things that maybe you know are toxic for your health. So, why is this important? You need to think about change. This is the Death card, but we know that the Death card is about change.
Change and transformation. There's some area of your life where maybe things are out of balance and it's time to restore that balance or do something new. Maybe the Death card is here because it's encouraging you to move away from what's causing you this imbalance and in this stress, or whether it's matters that are making you maybe, ill or not feeling at your best. It's time to make major changes in your life so that things will improve, conditions will improve.
And I did also mention too that effect from temperance too would be saying this could be a time over the next 3 months to work on removing things that are toxic to your health or just your well-being in general. That could be also something falling under the idea of this is important that you make these changes.
So where are things headed?
And it is the Five of Coins reversed.
Wow.
So this is
Doesn't that
actually
go
good.
in with the Death card there?
It does in a way.
Well, it's the Five of Coins. I thought the Cups.
Reversed.
Yeah, but either way.
I agree.
It looks like you could be headed towards healing, righting what's wrong here, healing or recovery of some sort from the stress. So in other words, it looks to me like this is going to be a temporary situation. And that's good because of what I see in the Lenormand cards, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But that's what I think here. So again, Mr. O brought up possible ill health. This would indicate that there's a recovery coming after maybe making some lifestyle changes or changes, whatever you need to make. If this is about other areas of your life that are causing you stress imbalances, if it's to do with relationships or work, then, you need to maybe let go of this and do something new. Get out and do something new. And healing will occur.
Right. It doesn't necessarily say that it is physical health or mental emotional health. It could be either, but either way, I think that's the prognosis there is where this will lead to is you will have to find your way towards what brings you light, what takes you out of darkness. And that means, realistically, the things that are depressing you or are causing you health problems in any way.
Okay,
So,
here we go.
Smackdown. Sith. Cross. Okay.
Well, it's really funny to me that the cross, after seeing what I see here, and then I get the cross in the psych, and I'm like, oh, gee, what is this about? I feel here that in time, your grief or your stress or anxieties that you are going through, you'll be able to cut through them. You will be able to make some progress in recovery, in healing, whatever is right or wrong here. I seem to recall, is it you, Lena? I think you have your mom is sick right now. Is that right? Do I remember that?
I think so.
So You are going through some painful or difficult times related to that. And I think that maybe this might have something to do with that. I feel in time you will be able to cut through this. The only other thing I could say, which could be a warning, is if any of this is about disagreements with somebody or a workplace, for example, it could indicate to me that maybe this is going to be a little bit harder for you to break through that, other than maybe making changes that need to be made and moving on.
Lena, I don't think we're trying to scare you at all, but I do feel these cards do indicate a magnitude of serious, thought here for your health. Things could either be causing you mental or emotional dis-ease, or it could be that maybe there is a physical problem that you'll need to think about having someone look at or advise you on.
Or could this be because of what you're going through with your mother's health right now? In other words, it's taking a toll on you. And this might be ongoing for some months from now, if it is related to that.
Tanya, your reading is the next one after this.
So try to hang in there, okay, Lena? And I wish you a lot of luck with that. This is kind of a challenging reading.
Jackie wants to know what Lenormand deck this is.
That is MJ Coulinane's.
Ah, of course.
Tales for Tomorrow, Lenormand. She publishes her things solo. She's self-published. So she occasionally will reissue these decks. I don't know if that one is still available or not. It's an absolutely beautiful deck. But it's MJ Coulinane, and I think her shop might be called Crow Tarot Shop.
The Crow Tarot Shop, yeah. I believe is true. All right, Tanya, we are on your reading now. Thank you. And thanks for giving us the name.
Yep.
Vium.
Okay, Tanya's up. My question is, care for me? If yes, then why hide it and never show it? All right, do we want to do a yes/no to start that one?
Sure, let's start it with the yes or no.
Your deck?
That's your deck.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to use the Ciro Marchetti deck here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to use the Golden Girls for that one. That was next.
So, Tanya, we will read 3 tarot cards, and then we will throw 2 of the Lenormand to complement that. And thank you for subscribing. I think you mentioned that earlier. Appreciate it.
We're going to do a yes/no and see what they say, and then we'll throw 3 cards for you and kind of see what the rationale is there, or what's going on behind the scenes that you maybe don't know.
And Jackie, I wanted to thank you again for your donation. You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie. Oops. Wow. Well, it's leaning towards a happy yes. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why he's not showing it. We'll talk about that. I wondered if you should have saved that for the next reading. We think we're going to have to do 3 cards for a reason, but we'll talk.
Okay.
There's the ace. And aces just basically tell us if it's going to be a definite yes, a maybe yes, a definite no, or a maybe no. And this is a maybe yes, that he does care about you, has very strong feelings towards you, possibly thinks that it could lead to something more long-term, like marriage. So why is he not showing it? I'm not sure. Let's see what his Lenormand say.
So there is the moon.
That's love and romance. And that is the garden. Oh
And
my
the garden.
gosh.
So it's kind of weird, eh?
That sounds like a wedding.
Yeah, it
So
does.
I really can't understand why the cards are so positive if he's being so quiet about it. Not that I doubt my cards, but let's throw 3 cards and say, why, and ask the question, why is he holding back?
Yeah, a lot of times garden and things that indicate love in the Lenormand talk about a marriage, or could be a marriage.
This is a great mystery. Let's see. We're going to throw 3 more cards and see what they say.
Yeah, now we want to know too, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya, I hope we can set you right here. But now remember one thing. When we say it's leaning towards yes, it's not a definite yes. Maybe he's very marriage-minded right now, but he's still not totally ready to commit yet. That would be the only thing I'm thinking about here as possible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, let's see what we got. Well, we've got the 3 of Swords reversed. All right. The Empress is upright. All of these are happy cards. It's, well, in a way.
Yeah, in a way. Am I doing the Lenormand again?
I think we're going to need it.
I know, when I look at this, I sort of feel like, okay, so who or what broke his heart?
Yeah, it's almost as if he's either had a heartache or something in the past. I don't know, has there been any problems with you other than the fact he's not showing, his affection? Or is it somebody else he broke up with that broke his heart? Or maybe he comes from a broken home environment where, there were problems in a marriage or relationships that he just is very afraid to make a commitment, maybe. And he's very into protecting himself right now and caring about himself. But, go on.
The Tower.
Isolated.
And the Snake.
What?
No, I'm actually wondering if this is just saying that his isolation is what deceives him. That for some reason he feels isolated himself. Like maybe this is like classic switcheroo. Like he sort of feels like you're isolated from him, or that he's not connected to you.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
And then, we have the 4 of Wands here, and the 4 of Wands, again, can be about a celebration or marriage.
Exactly.
Building a foundation, at any rate. So I kind of like that with the Tower card, too, is,
sure.
He is interested in building a solid foundation in his life. And maybe it's because he's had to live with some sort of heartache in the past that he doesn't want to repeat. And so it might be why he's being deceptive right now and isolating himself. He's just not ready to make any kind of commitment. And unfortunately, we can't wait forever for people to come around. And maybe he won't. But the cards are indicating there is a possibility here he could. So I don't know if there's any way that you yourself can reach out and try to address this with him to just find out once and for all if he really cares about you. Because he seems to want to be isolating himself.
Or at least at this time.
And protecting himself in some way.
Yeah.
And that's the best I can see, because everything else looks really, really positive. So let me just say this, Tanya, from what I can tell, whatever he's doing right now, it's not because he has really bad feelings about you. I think he cares about you, but is there something else going on in his life that is stopping him from moving forward with, making more of a commitment to you? I don't know if there's somebody else in his life that
he has traumas.
He has traumas.
Okay.
And that could very well be what it is. That's what we're kind of picking up here.
Good luck.
So I wish you luck. I wish I could tell you more, but this is what the cards have to say right now. You might want to come back later and investigate this further, and maybe ask questions like, what can I do? Is there anything I can do to change this situation? Or something like that. Because sometimes we can't control what others are going to do, but we can try to stand up for ourselves and make things happen. So that's why I'm saying if there's any way that you can reach out and get through to him and let him know, hey, I really do care about you. I hope everything's okay. Do you want to talk it out with me sometime?
You're welcome.
That might be the way to go. So good luck with that.
All right. We are going to move on now to Mysterious Queen.
Hi, Mysterious Queen.
Hey. And I'm going to use my Egyptian Art Nouveau.
Okay.
That was a gift. I love the Egyptian style decks I use. You're so welcome, Tanya. Good luck.
That's a nice point, Violet, about that relationship.
Yeah, that was a good point. Hey, good to see you.
What major blessings are coming in 2025? I like that. Okay, we'll check it out.
First card is the reversed Seven of Pentacles. I like that. Second card is the reversed Ace of Cups.
Don't like that.
Not as much. The third card is the Moon.
Upright?
Yeah, I keep thinking it's the Sun. Which one is the Sun? 19 or 18?
19 is the Sun.
That's what I thought. But see, when I look at that, I feel like...
All you got to do is look at the Moon, and does that number equal 9? It's my card, and it's the Moon.
The other thing is, of course, those.
Yes,
yeah,
right.
So it is the Moon. So that's interesting.
It is. Let me get the Lenormand going here. All right. Well, I like that.
Fish.
Oopsie.
It's kind of going to be like a little bit of everything, maybe. I don't know.
Well.
And dog. And of course, dog aligns with the moon in a way, traditionally, because of the dogs on the moon.
I do want to look at it that way, because you're wondering what blessings or things might be coming to you in 2025, and I'm not sure this is going to connect in a whole. It could, but I feel like this is telling me different things that are going to happen to you in this next year. Some are good, some are not so blessed. Unless I combine two cards together, they might be. But let's take a look here. This right here is telling me the Seven of Pentacles reversed is indicating to me that you will finally realize what you need to do to achieve a goal or something that you want to grow in 2025. Either to maybe let some different things go that have not been working out for you, to focus on something that you're pretty sure will grow for you, or to get back to work on something that maybe you realize just needs a little more effort on your part or attention for it to get off the ground. I'm going to do one card at a time.
Right. When I look at that Seven of Pentacles, I feel that maybe it's likely that something you have been trying to get off the ground will actually take off in 2025. So this may be something you're already working on or had been working on, but maybe it's going to kick up.
And you're going to need to get back to work on it.
Yeah.
And over here, there's going to be some sadness in this next year. I don't know where it could be coming from in your life. I would say it's emotional, and I might say it's a relationship, but it could also be something else. maybe somebody moves away, maybe somebody passes away, or, there's some sad situation that is going to hit you on an emotional heart level. And so, not much of a blessing there. But, as far as goals and work goes, this is very positive. And the moon. I really feel the moon is speaking to me about other matters here, Mysterious Queen. I feel like your intuition next year is going to be hot, It's going to be like you're going to be able to read people like a book, You're going to read between the fine print of things. You're going to really see beneath the surface of things. And that might be really important for you, even in this, like, for example, if this heartache is involving a relationship or something like that, maybe you'll get a heads up and know when to bail on it before you get really hurt. You'll feel sad about it, but you'll have to do what you have to do. Or maybe this intuition is going to lead you, help you propel forward this project or goal that you are working on. But at any rate, it is something that you can definitely use to your advantage in 2025. Trust your gut.
Well, to me, that Ace of Cups reverse could just indicate that you might be letting something go that no longer brings you pleasure because, of course, you're working on the other things that will be blessings. It could be a relationship, but maybe it's more likely it's just something that was an activity or thing that you found pleasant. Now, for example, maybe you really like your home, but it's, financially hard to keep up, and so you feel like you need to move somewhere else. It could be an indication of that. Things that maybe just don't suit your purposes anymore, and you might still like them, but they're not as pleasing to you as they were. The moon, I kind of agree with Banshee on that. I feel like this is saying things are going to kind of clarify in a way. Some of it may be things that you really did feel were mysterious, that all of a sudden now some things are showing up, and maybe this portends to the idea that maybe you're going to notice what the actual blessings are that either weren't coming before but are now, or just blessings that were there that you didn't quite realize were blessings. I think that's a possibility too.
All right.
Lenormand?
Yes, and you know what? I'm using these separately too, because I feel here the Lenormand is telling me that friends are going to play a important role in your life in the next year. Maybe a particular close friend of yours. There's a deepening of a friendship here, or a lot of camaraderie with maybe one person in particular who's very loyal to you and you trust. I mean, it could be a family member, because sometimes family, friends are as dear as family are as dear as friends. It can go either way. And also next year, you're going to possibly have a slight increase. You're going to get a boost in money. I don't know if it's a gift of money that may come your way in the next year, a raise in whatever you're doing now, or a job with better pay. But money is not going to be hard to come by in the next year.
It's a blessing of more money.
Yeah. So overall, it looks like a real positive year ahead, I think, for the most part. Still a little bit of a downturn emotionally.
I mostly wonder if maybe this could indicate, because they tie together, is that this is a partner or a good friend who maybe is able to assist you on a new project, or maybe they bring you to where they work at or something like that, and that's why there's that money connection.
The dog card is about friends and friendship and loyalty.
Good friends.
And so I feel that's why I said friends are going to be really important to you in the year ahead. So.
Alrighty. Hope that works for you. MQ.
Sometimes, when we're doing a reading that's for like a whole year, I may want to look at the cards as separates. Unless I feel there is something really important in the story of the cards that fits. Like there's going to be one central theme in your year ahead, or one major thing that you're going to have to be focusing on.
Fish are about abundance.
Yeah. I don't see that here. Fish is money and abundance.
And to me, I sort of feel differently. I feel that the fish abundance maybe ties into that first card.
Could be. That
Seven of Pentacles overturned, that indicates something will be realized or is going to begin to be manifested more. Maybe it's abundance.
It could. Well, I think this is whatever project or goal you are working on, and maybe it could bring you more money. But I know that money is coming from some source for you in the next year.
You're welcome.
So good luck with that.
Let us know.
Yeah. Looks like a positive year ahead.
All right, so we're on Cutie now. Hey, Cutie.
But my person. Should I marry my person? He is not talking to you.
Aww.
Uh-oh, well that is not a good sign. How do we want to do this?
A 2 and 2, maybe?
No. How would it be 2 and
Yeah, I guess not. It's the same question, really.
So, should I marry this person? Should we start there again and do a yes/no? Is that maybe the way?
I think so.
All right.
So is that your deck?
You used yours, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, I did.
will do the Cyril Marchetti deck. Let's see what we get.
So for those of you who may not know, we are back on Thursday night for this same show. You're taking your questions. That's from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, this morning was Banshee's Material Matters, which is really hot. We had so much fun. It was really cool. And lots of good information for every sign of the zodiac in terms of what you should be doing with your material
It's
matters.
a video presentation for the week ahead.
But we are live in the chat room.
That focuses on money, finance, career, education. All right. All right, I'm going to do the yes/no first and see if you should marry this person. Ah. Well, it's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes, but it's leaning towards yes. We have that Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles here, which means it's maybe yes.
More likely, yes. But not as likely as complete yes.
Right, and it's got a positive card here, but I would say this, that you're going to have to really go with your gut on this one. You know, the Page of Pentacles tells you to think about this
Cups.
Page of Cups, that's what I meant. And I'm reading it like the Page of Cups, but
Sure.
I said Pentacles. You're going to have to look at this intuitively and really ask yourself, what is your heart, what is your gut telling you about this situation where there's no talk, nothing happening? I mean, in order for a relationship to begin, or to move forward, there has to be dialogue. There has to be a connection. And this is saying you may have to be the one who's going to have to get to the bottom of this and initiate whether this is going to take place or not.
The Page of Cups is a messenger. So I think this is telling you that in the absence of hearing directly from him, you have to try to, poke at that, try to bring the person back to you in terms of just a simple answer or some dialogue.
So why don't we do 3 cards and see if we can determine what this marriage would be like if they got married. We'll throw 3 cards on that.
All right.
I'm really not, I'm not as optimistic as I was with the previous reading that had positive cards in it. I think that this one, you're going to have, well, in either case, I think it might be good for you to try to get in touch with this person and see what they're really feeling. You may have to do that, initiate it. Maybe it might be what's needed to get this going if it's what you really want. But you're going to have to trust your gut on that. What is your gut telling you? Is this the right person for you? If you haven't been talking, let me see what we get.
I think we'll want to be closing the list because we're at 20 after and we still have
Yeah, we should close the list if we will. Why don't you put it up there?
Go ahead and close the list.
So everybody who is on the list now will get a
their
reading. Yeah. All right, let's see.
We're just not going to take anybody else.
Oh, and see, I'm getting a picture here. All right, we have the Fool reversed.
I'll get that in a minute, Violet. Fool reversed.
We have the Three of Cups reversed.
Three of Cups reversed.
And we have the Hanged Man reversed.
Oops.
Sorry. There. Did I get that reversed? Is that right?
Yeah, that's reversed. Okay. All right. Yeah, just give me a minute. I want to finish this. And our Tower has returned, as well as the Fox.
There's something going on here. I'm a little concerned.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know if there's some sort of commitment between the two of you, but I'm worried that there might be some third party interfering here. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily seeing someone else, but it could be. It could be somebody else who's meddling in this relationship and blocking them from moving it forward. I feel here that maybe they're feeling that they're not ready to take this leap into getting more serious with you at this time, and it could be because somebody else is influencing them not to do it. And again, it could be a third party, somebody that they're seeing on the side, or it could be that it's somebody else, family, friends, peers, whatever. And ego, there's some sort of ego involved here, or an inability to really want to meet you halfway right now.
There's the possibility that it is maybe somebody who could be a rival, but they could also just be somebody that's trying to isolate you from them for some other reason. Maybe it's a parent or somebody who doesn't agree with this, somebody else like that. I rather feel that somebody feels they're looking out for this person, your person, and thinking they're protecting them from being hurt in a way.
Right. Okay.
And so that's the ego thing and or the sacrifice. They feel like they're doing this for their own good, But they're deceiving themselves, or something is deceptive here.
There is something deceptive here. This fact that you feel isolated from them, is there's something going on. There's something under the surface here that you don't know. And I feel it has to do with this Three of Cups myself, that there's somebody else involved here in some way. There may be somebody convincing them not to move forward with this. There is a deception, and I would have to say too, again, I did say before, it doesn't have to be necessarily another love interest, but it could be. It could be, because sometimes the Fox is about sneakiness in relationships.
I don't think it's easy for us to determine where the success of this could actually go until you actually have maybe more communication of some sort, or maybe more information from them.
And I think that's why I went the route I did here, because we were going to talk about, would this marriage be happy? Well, if I did that question, I would have to say maybe not, because there could be some cheating that might happen during the marriage, or interference by other, say, in-laws or things like that might bring a lot of unhappiness with it. But I feel here with the Fool reversed, that's why this marriage is not getting off the ground right away. So it might happen in time if whatever's going on here that's interfering with him wanting to communicate with you disappears.
Right, resolve that issue.
Yeah. Wow, that's the best we can tell you right now, Tanya.
Cutie.
I hope that helps a little bit.
It's Cutie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cutie.
Tanya
Cutie.
was the last one.
Not
Yes.
Tanya. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right.
Wow, good luck with that.
Good luck, and do come back again and ask us again if we can find out more.
And Nicole is up.
All right. So that's going to be my deck. Let's see. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Cat People.
All right. I'm going to get back to my Raven's Dream Tarot. Next. And Nicole's about staying sober. How do you want to do that? I think
know.
3 cards. Let's
Okay.
see what the factors might be for that. It's tough. And it's always tough around holidays when people are partying, drinking. Oh, excuse me.
So, 10 of Cups, upright,
Yep.
and then King of Cups, reversed, and 3 of Pentacles, reversed. I think it's going to be really harder than you think.
Yeah.
Just the idea of the cups sort of adds to the question because, cups, drinking.
What is that one?
3 of Pentacles, reversed.
Oh.
So
Okay, wait. Here, let's put these out. You need to see these.
So here is the snake and the mice. And snake like mice, but mice don't like snakes. Well,
This is a difficult read.
yeah.
I think you've got to rely a lot on your family, your tribe, the people that you trust. Maybe even if it's in, if you're doing a group like AA, or something like that, then this is what you've got to do. You've got to have a group around you that is able to promote your sobriety, to encourage it, to be there as your support system. I think really what I'm seeing here strongly with some of these cards is the need for an outside support system. The King of Cups shows you struggling, I think, with this. It definitely shows there's some emotional things that are making you struggle. It's really easy to want to grab a drink when things go wrong. Try to break yourself of the habit of non-social drinking, number one, because social drinking is hard enough, but we use it often as a crutch when things go wrong. Well, my life is a mess, therefore I must drink, So I'm just saying here, try to very hard to really watch that. And I'll stop there for now. I've got something with the next card, too.
Well, I can't disagree with that. I think that, for any of us dealing with various kinds of emotional problems, codependencies, whatever they are, you need good, strong support. So that should be at the top of your list to find a way to get that support, whether you can get into any kind of therapy or counseling or whether you just can find a way to surround yourself with people who will support you. Yes. But it's still going to be a challenge. The King of Cups reversed maybe indicates that when you have emotional upsets, that's when you're most likely to be weaker or to have less control over yourself. I sort of feel it ties in a little bit with that 3 of Pentacles, because the 3 of Pentacles does sort of talk to our self-control, our being in charge. And once again, there sort of is a callback towards a team in a sense, or other people who maybe are able to help you. This could be suggesting to me that people who may be in your life now are not necessarily able to be that kind of team person for you. It doesn't mean that they're wrong for you, but they're not going to be the ones who can be most supportive of you, Nicole.
Well, I feel it could fall back on that. I also feel here, the Three of Pentacles is a teamwork card, but it's also can reflect on how you're keeping things together and mastering things. And I feel here, you feel still weak. You're not able to achieve, the being on top of this the way you want to be. And you may need the support and help of others in order to do so. And my advice to you too would be, yes, you need to get rid of people in your life who are not going to support you on this mission of sobriety. Even if you have to go it alone for a while, that would be better. But I feel here you do need to seek out the people who, like you, want to live a life free of, of alcohol and drugs or whatever it is. That's what you're going to have to do here, and it's a challenge. And let's look at this Lenormand, because I do want to say this, Nicole. Remember how I said here that it's easy to grab for something when you feel all the stress in your life and things going south. It's easy to do that. And that's the betrayal here. You're betraying yourself by using alcohol as a way to get through stuff. The way to get through stuff is to just plow through it, not to use something to mask the pain or mask the difficulties you are going through. You have to face them head on and not use that as a crutch to get you through things. I think here too, for you to think that you can just do this in the short term is another deception on your part. This is a work in progress for some time for you. This is not saying you can't do it, but you are going to be challenged. It's going to be tough. I think you could do it, but and with support, with the proper support, you can do it. But it's not going to happen overnight. Don't expect overnight results, because again, that could set you back to where you were.
I see something a little bit more tangible here for me, that the idea that maybe we expressed this already, or Banshee might have, that, some things that are disappointments may be excuses for you to start again. So that's something but that's something you have to figure out how you can deal with that. But I think that this snake could talk to the idea of those around you who maybe they're not necessarily trying to defeat you or deceive you, but this is their reality too, and so they're not ready to step up like you're trying to, and so they're not going to want to necessarily be a supporter, not because they don't want to see you succeed, but because maybe deep down inside they don't want to be left behind. But you have to make that decision that you have to be more for yourself.
That's an awesome one too, Mr. O, because definitely it could be here that basically the people around you might be, they're not encouraging you to drink, but how can you not if everybody else is drinking, right? And so what I'm saying is they may be feeding into the stress and anxiety of you trying to remain sober. And so in a sense it is a betrayal, it is a deception. You need to surround yourself with better people. When you're stronger, when you're strong within yourself, you may not have to lose friends you've had forever completely, but you have to build up a strength within yourself first before you can mingle with people who have no, have no, not button, they have no impulse control.
Oh, okay.
There. That's what I wanted to say. So good luck with that, Nicole. Hang in there. And feel free to check back in anytime.
Absolutely. Hope to see you.
We want to help support you.
We do.
It's very important work that you do there for yourself. All right.
All right, so we are now on a cell. Will I get married within 2 years? I'm Capricorn. Thanks, Violet. That's nice of you to say that, too.
Will I get married within 2 years?
You're welcome, Nicole.
Hang in there.
We believe in you. We'll support you as much as we can.
Will I get married within 2 years? I'm a Capricorn. All right. Should we do a yes, no on that?
Yeah, we could try that.
I think so.
And I'll do the Lenormand.
You know, necessity is the mother of change, I always say. Invention is actually the quote. But really, you know, it's kind of like when you have to make changes sometimes, you have to do it, you know? I've been forced to do some things differently since I've had my cancer diagnosis and some other things going on. And, you know, it's like, okay, if you don't change this, that could happen. So, you know, I know you can do it, Nicole. All right. Doing some yes, no's today. But this one I don't think we'll need 3 cards for. We're just going to see if 2 years is a good window here. I like that. Wow. Well, gosh, so it's leaning towards no, but it is not a definite no. And there's definitely something happening here because we have the Page of Cups. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then the one ace I had is in the middle, the Ace of Swords. So that's meaning it's leaning towards no, but it's not a definite no. But then we have the Six of Swords reversed. I want to see those Lenormand. Show me those Lenormand.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Did somebody say fox?
Ooh.
It's another fox.
Oh.
Aw.
It could be good, though, depending.
I think so.
Oh, it's definitely good. That's a sun.
Yes, the sun.
Wow. All right. Interesting. It's going to maybe take, you know, I think something is going to happen in this 2-year period. And it may take, unfortunately, the better part of the 2 years to get there, maybe. I'm not ruling out that it could happen sooner. But the Page of Cups indicates the start of something romantic. There is definitely romance coming to you in this time frame. But, you know, it's going to take a while. The Six of Swords is reversed here. And to me, the Six of Swords is saying there may be some delays. There may be some stagnation on your part. Some inability to make some moves or changes that you need to make in your life in order to encourage, you know, a suitor to present themselves to you. And so I think whether it's attitudes, or beliefs, whether it's just a fear of moving, trying to make conditions right for you to find this person, going out more and trying to circulate and be seen, whatever the case may be, that's the problem right there. I'll stop before the Lenormand.
So I find this to be quite interesting because when I look at that Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is like, maybe sort of who's thinking about, romance, not moving the same way that the Knight is, but sort of there's a sense of movement.
It's like the start of something.
Right, it's the start
so it's
of
not
something.
a marriage, it's more of a romance.
And so I sort of feel like when I look at the Six of Swords, maybe that says that it will be really where you didn't think it was, where you already were. That finding love isn't something that you have to find, because it's probably somewhere already where you are, i.e. somebody you don't know yet, or somebody who is somewhere there, or will show up, or something like that. But it's not going to be, and it may take 2 years or a little bit over 2 years a sell, but it seems like it's just, at the end of the day, it somehow was always there, and you just needed to find it there.
Well, you know what? Mr. O is just on target. Look at him smiling there with some stuff today.
You like that?
And I did like that. And actually, it really suddenly clicks with me in a way. And so I'm thinking here he's right. What this might be saying is there may be the start of something that will happen in time, and you really will not have to go out of your comfort zone or travel
I like that.
far or wide to find it. It could be somebody who's noticing you now, but just not coming forward. It could be somebody who enters your life during this time frame that eventually will come out. I like this fox here for a couple of reasons with the sun. I think here somebody is going to find you incredibly attractive, and they're going to be drawn to you. But also, the fox is known as a sneaky person too, but I think it's sneaky in this way. They may be holding back right now. They may be holding back and waiting till they feel the time is right, and that, that they're ready to be committed in a relationship, and that it will be successful.
I feel that way too, though I sort of feel like maybe the fox could be you too, in a way, saying that, at the end of the day...
Well, that's why I said to find him attractive, yes.
Well, but it could also be that other person, that maybe just was always there, and you just needed to see that, the sunlight, finally shone there.
Yeah, that could be. So it's interesting, Asel. I would say it's going to take, it may not be 2 years for marriage, but something is going to get started that definitely has that promise of ending in a marriage, because one could look at the sun in a way as a card of that too.
That's true.
A successful union. So it will start up in this 2-year period, but I don't think it'll lead till marriage till later.
Well, we sure hope so. We know you've been...
And you never know. Like
that.
I said, the tarot's a snapshot in time. But considering that the, yes, no said the marriage isn't going to happen in 2 years, but this is happening. So that's kind of where we're at. Good luck with that.
Best wishes, Asel.
Good to see you, Asel. Take care. I thought I had a thing around this one, but I don't see it. Oh, no, maybe I didn't. That's right. I had it
There's
here.
your deck. So now it'd be my turn. You're welcome.
Yep. Your turn. All right, Christine's question.
Okay. Let's see. How do I...
Are there new job opportunities coming this month? Okay, let's see what we get.
I'm going to use my Adrian Tarot.
All right. Yeah, funny.
I know, that was so funny the way that the other fox showed up.
I think that Lenormand's fox is cute there. I like that one.
They were both cute.
They were both cute. Absolute. MJ Cullinane has a great way of drawing animals. I like her art.
Well, it's all she does.
Pretty much. Well, remember, she did the ghost one. So,
okay, true
yeah,
that.
she did people in that one. And she
Hi,
did
Christine.
the War Oracle.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's September already.
Yeah, time is flying this year.
I give up.
But it's good because our mortgage will be paid up in December. Woohoo! So I'm looking forward to reaching that milestone.
So I have the reverse Knight of Cups.
No, Violet, it doesn't need to slow down. Not this year. But after that, it can. Because the longer I'm on this planet, the better.
I have the reverse Six of Coins. I hate these reverses.
Oh, what's the first one again?
It's the Knight of Cups.
Okay, all right.
And then I have the upright Ten of Pentacles. That's not bad.
Maybe. Let's see.
I know it looks like Elvis.
What's back?
The sun is back. Here comes the sun.
Gee, I'm beginning to wonder.
Lily. Kara says that guy looks like Elvis. The Knight of Cups. Well, thank you very much.
So that was reversed?
Yes. Six of Coins reversed.
I think, the trick is to find something here that will be good for you long term. I'm almost wondering if this card is saying there may be an opportunity in September, but it may not be something that will give you long term stability. You need to right now focus on something that will give you more long-term growth and stability. And I think that there would be success there for you. So don't just take anything. Make sure whatever offers or things come up in September, because I do think something might happen, but it may not be exactly what you need. It may not be matching your needs for either benefits or for pay, or maybe steps up, the ladder there. So you might want to hold out longer and find something that's going to create more stability in your financial life, just looking at all of that.
I wonder if it's possible you might take a job with the idea to yourself at least that you're not going to keep it forever, because mostly you feel like you're not liking it that much. It is either just because it's the type of work or the pay or the type of company, something about that. But that Knight of Cups maybe says you're not going to stay there long, you're not going to feel the love there.
Or something's not balancing out.
Yeah, something's not balancing out. And it's true, though, you are looking for something that really will give you a greater sense of security or foundation. I feel this is a good sign being there, but I'm not getting a real-time feel for it in terms like I did with that one. Like I think it's more likely you'll take something, but it won't be the permanent one. It'll be one that you'll take until you find something else.
I could agree with that too, because that night there just shows some unhappiness with something that is just not fulfilling you in some way. It's not balancing out in your life, and so you're not going to want to stay. So really look at these things carefully. If you need to take something, it's there.
Okay, sorry.
But recognize that you're not going to be there long term. And ultimately, there is success coming to you where you are going to find some stability and something that maybe you'll be starting more at the bottom on, but it is going to have the potential for stability and long-term growth, financial growth.
I feel that there is that thing there too, the idea of, starting somewhere and working your way up. Maybe it's possible that other job you take is that.
I don't know. Because there's just unhappiness about it.
There is, yes.
Yeah.
So, but maybe something about it links you to the next one. Maybe it's just because you get a tip or something like that. But I feel it is a process, and I'm not exactly sure this happens by the end of September.
No,
it may move into the next month or so.
That's what I'm thinking too, that whatever this is going to play out in September. And this, I think, is going forward. I do, yeah.
They're good.
So yeah, this is really, the sun is success and growth and positive. I think it's positive for wealth and income, and also, the lilies can be looked at two ways. It kind of ties into that Ten of Pentacles with a sense of long-term growth and maturity, but that could also mean starting as an apprentice, for example, and then gaining experience and maybe more financial success as you go. So I think here that that's something else. This is something different. And I see two things going on here.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Christine.
And we're on Kara. What you got, Kara?
Thank you.
What's coming for you? All right. Yeah, it's not bad. But, if you need something in September, I hope at least something is there for you. It may not make you completely happy, but it might be something, that you need right now. For the moment.
You're welcome.
I'm yawning. I want to take a nap.
I know. And
No,
we
we're
are going
gonna
to run
stay
into
up.
a little
See?
overtime, I think. Not too bad, though.
I've been trying to get back to normal, and today has been a more normal day for me. I've been more active. I haven't felt sluggish until just about now. So whatever's been kind of messing with me, I think I'm getting better. You are welcome, Christine. Oh, Kara. We're doing my reading, right?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm not ready. Are you ready?
Are you
Kara?
ready for the Ten of Swords? Ah!
Ouchie.
Ouchie. Something is going to hurt. Either somebody's words, somebody's actions. You feel, if not betrayed, like, how could you do this to me? How could you say this about me? This could be just some gossip, maybe, that's just not right or fair. It could be something more. It could be somebody trying to take advantage of your good nature. It could just be somebody who just, mean-spirited and is trying to cut you down to size. But you know what, Kara? You can get over this. You can overcome this. You are bigger than this.
It is a big letdown, if nothing else. I don't think this is anything physical, hopefully not. But I think it is a big letdown and maybe will change your opinion about certain people, because as a stab in the back, it sort of represents the idea you didn't see it coming, so you didn't expect this from whoever
right.
or however it comes.
It almost seems like it's coming out of the blue, and it's like, why would you do this? So, hey, get up, brush yourself off, and say, no more of that from you. This other person,
So why is it important, though?
Wow.
Oh.
Because it's affecting your ability to go after something you really wanted or desired. It's affecting your ability to to feel good about what you're working on or doing. Maybe somebody criticizes some work or something you've done, and now it's putting you in a quandary, like, well, do I really want to pursue this if I'm going to be having to put up with this? But I would say you shouldn't allow people to derail you from your passion.
It almost feels like somebody, this energy wants to circumvent your wish.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Your
important.
will
because,
or wish.
Well, your wish, your will, what you desire most.
Yeah.
Somebody really wants to stop that, or they want to stand in the way of that. They want to circumvent it somehow. That's why it's important that you understand maybe where this is actually going to come from, or who's doing it, or how it's being done.
So where are things headed? Well, we had this card before in a different deck, Temperance reversed. It's going to be a little rocky for a while for you emotionally, you know. I know you're a tough person and you can take a lot, but you're just going to feel like out of balance, and take the time you need to calm down. You know, don't overreact to situations or circumstances. Calm down and get your poop together and keep working on your goal. Don't let people derail you from doing what you want to do. But I think you're going to need a little bit of downtime to get your act back together.
That was her advice. Now the Scorpio's advice.
Oh, no!
Feel your righteous anger and disturbance here and act accordingly. No, I think Banshee's advice is really better, but I think this is saying you will feel really like you want to lash out to some degree, and those may be not the right examples for you. Maybe you have to just do it in a more creative way that satisfies that for you without causing any other repercussions somehow.
And what you got there?
I know, right? All right.
Move forward slowly after this.
Yeah.
Take your time. Recover.
The writer and the child.
And you know what? And keep working on what it is. Don't let them derail you. I think this is just saying, slow it down, take it easy, move on this still. Move on this still. Or also this might be saying, move away from this person. Maybe this is saying, you know, sometimes a child can be about immature behavior. So maybe what this is saying too is move away from this immature, childish person who wronged you.
Well, it could also be saying too that, you know, you need to go back to your own sense of innocence, really, to look at the situation maybe less, more objectively, whichever it is. Because maybe that's what's going to help you understand what their motives were and what you really should do. And I think, you know, like a child, children can get over things without having grudges, because that's a part of being a child. Maybe this is saying in time you'll understand that, you know, this acting out didn't really harm you that much. If it didn't, I don't know.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right, Karen.
All right. Take. Why did I even try? My short arms.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, we are on Divine.
Hey, Divine.
And Divine wants to know about their trip to the U.S.
Okay. I'm going to use my Tarot of the Princesses.
Will your job let you go? That might be another question.
Should we do 2 and 2 then?
No, I think we'd have to do a yes/no for that one.
Okay. We'll
do we want to do that first?
Yeah.
Because with a job I think
right,
that's kind of
without
important.
the job letting you go,
Yeah.
nothing else happens. Good point. So, hi, Divine. So we're going to do the second question first. Will your job let you go? And we're going to do that as a yes or no.
Oh.
Okay. I wonder if it is possible that maybe they wouldn't let you go. It's not exactly a positive yes, but it's not exactly a positive no. You did get one ace, Divine, and that merely tells us that maybe there is a chance of you going. Your other two cards are the Eight of Cups, which is upright.
That's a journey.
Yes, it is. That's true. And that's why I don't necessarily think it isn't going to happen. But then you also have the reversed Four of Wands, and that's kind of interesting too, because the Four of Wands has a lot to do with your home or your foundation. But even when it's reversed, it still has a strong energy there, but maybe it sort of indicates a little bit of ambiguity to some degree. Like, what is your real home? Is it India or is it back in the US? You know, are you still maybe connected in certain ways? The Eight of Cups is a journey too, a journey towards something that you feel gives you better.
The Eight of Cups is really could be about a long trip, and I feel like, you know, taking this trip would be good for you, clearly. But I wonder here, because that Four of Wands is reversed, if if your job is thinking this is going to disrupt things a little bit here, you going on this trip at this time, so they might give you a little bit of a hard time about it. I have a sense here that despite them leaning towards no, that you're going to go anyway, that you're going to do this anyway, because of that Eight of Cups. I just feel it. And let's take a look at this too, because this is kind of interesting.
So it's the tree and paths.
I feel like they want you to stay. I think they don't want you to take the trip right now. They want you planted here. You know, a tree has roots, right? And so they want you planted in the ground there. But, you know, they realize here that maybe they're going to leave the decision up to you. I wonder if they're going to leave the decision up to you, but voice some displeasure here in you going.
Well, the other thing is that, of course, you now have family both in the States and in India, too. And, of course, Tree does talk about family. So some of this may be, I don't know if that's your exact reason to go. I know you mentioned going to a marriage of a niece or something like that, a friend. But I get the feeling like you will probably go, but maybe there will be a little bit of disease with your workplace or with other situations because of that. Ultimately, though, I think there's a growth for you, if not in the other context personally, that it's important because of the family thing, perhaps.
Well, do we want to throw 3 cards to see how the trip is going to go?
Yes,
All
let's do that.
I think we're going to do it because I see it happening despite the no. Now, sometimes, depending on the cards we get, I can go that way. I didn't do that with a couple other readings today, or at least one in particular, because I didn't see it happening. So,
oh, wait, that's the 3 piles, right. Okay.
yeah, it could be, Violet. Could very well be.
How will your trip be?
Well. Huh?
I'm going to say that's the Queen. Queen of Swords reversed. No, I'm sorry, that's the King. This is the Queen. The Queen of Cups reversed. So that's the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups.
Oh, good grief.
I know. And the Knight of Swords reversed.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, I don't know why you got those bad cards when I got this.
Banquet.
Bouquet.
Bouquet. I like banquet better. Tower. So to me, the King of Swords reversed talks about strength in a decision. This could be talking about you going, despite, what your company may say. And I see what you're saying there too about, your status with them right now. Maybe that's why it isn't the best time to go. I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems like there are issues here. The King of Swords indicates that, this may not be, it could be the timing. It could just be that this is not the right decision at this time to go. Even though I saw you clearly going here, it just indicates too with this is, okay, that's the King you said.
King of Swords, this is the Queen of Cups.
And the Queen is saying that emotionally you're not going to be happy on this. For some reason on this trip, if you go now, there's going to be some unhappiness because of that. And things that just seem to be emotionally upsetting.
Knight of Swords reversed.
And with the Knight, you said 9 or Knight?
Knight.
Knight of Swords reversed. That's what I thought you said. It's indicating again that if you make this decision and you act in haste, it may have some repercussions here for you. So maybe this does have to do with the workplace still and getting them on board. Maybe you're at least better off to make sure you have them on board before you do this.
That's what I think.
But here, again, I'm looking at this and thinking, well, the Tower can mean a lot of different things. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, this just means this is all going to make you stronger ultimately, and that you're going to have a good time. You're going to have a lot of joy. But now that all this other stuff is happening, I'm not sure here. I think what this is saying is it's better for you to pull back maybe for now and find your joy not taking this trip at this time.
While I don't know what the medical leave is about, I'm wondering if this is just saying it's better for you to wait. I'm not sure how long you would have to wait, but I get the feeling like these cards are saying there's a waiting period really before you should go.
Maybe.
The Tower itself is sort of maybe saying, do less, sort of, it could be speaking of, your health concerns even possibly. But the Bouquet, I think, says you understand it can bring you joy, but maybe the joy has to be metered or wait until it really will be the best.
And it may be too that you really
longer.
Are looking forward to having a joyful trip after maybe a time where you feel like you've been a little bit isolated and not socializing and stuff, that maybe you could find more happiness taking this travel and trip. But it's just not looking real positive right now in other ways. So, I don't know. At least that's the way the cards are acting right now. When are you taking this? How soon were you planning on doing this? Because I think maybe if you could put it off for a little while longer, it might be a good idea.
So you said immediately, so this may just be a matter of a short time of waiting before things clear up. But it looks like something's going to sort of give you a second guess here, or maybe consider waiting as much as you possibly can.
Well, keep in mind, there's just going to be some turbulence here. Whether it's the trip itself that, is not going to be a happy one for you, or maybe this dealing with your workplace on it, is not going to be a good thing. But that's what we see right now, so I wish you luck with that. Prove us wrong, Divine. We like being proved wrong when we don't give happy readings.
Yeah, we sure love that.
And Garama's up. Let's see what we've got. What are Corinne's feelings towards me? I really desire her, wondering what the outcome of this connection. I think she's moving away. You mean just pulling away from you, I think, there. But either way, let's take a look at this and see what we get.
Okay, that's your deck.
Yep. And it's time for the Star Spinner, Tarot. Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for that clarification.
That
helps.
Yeah.
All right. This is the Mind's Eye Tarot, not the Star Spinner. I'm thinking of your deck. Whoops. Don't know why that popped into my tired brain. Let's see what we have here. Okay, the moon is reversed. That's interesting. The Hierophant is upright. And the Knight of Swords is upright. All right, Mr. O, we got to keep on point because we got to get going here. Oh.
Okay, so we got the cross in Lenormand, and we got the snake again.
There's something fishy here. I hate to say
maybe
it.
fishy. I don't know.
I think you're going to find something out because the moon is reversed here. You're going to find out something about this person. Maybe that in fact they have moved, or maybe in fact that they are moving on to somebody else. I see this Knight of Swords here too, which is movement, which is why I'm thinking you're right. They may be in the process of moving away, or they're moving away from you. There's a lot of indication that that could be possible here. Obviously, you told us there's silence, but the Hierophant reversed or upright here. I'm trying to figure out why this is here. Is it possible that they may be committing to marrying or wanting to marry someone else? Sometimes the Hierophant card is a card of marriage. So take care, Divine. But I'm not sensing that this is with you because of some of the other cards I'm seeing here. And we'll talk about those in a moment. I really have a feeling here that they may be either committing to someone else or they're interested in moving on and seeking something else.
I get this too a little bit, Garima. The moon does talk when it's reversed about finding out things, and maybe you are finding out or will be finding out that they want a different structure in their life too. It could be about the actual relationship itself, or like we've mentioned, that maybe they think they're moving towards something different, the Knight of Swords with the Hierophant. But the Hierophant talks about a sense of a structure. It can talk about a structure that maybe is tight and holding or maybe not. So I sort of feel like that's the question here, is that they think they wanted something different perhaps.
It's possible. I like what he said there, because the Hierophant can be about tradition, structure, and also just how you want your life to go. Maybe they're right now feeling stifled and want something different in their life. This is just not a positive. We have the snake here and we have the cross, and I almost feel like you might this is about their intentions. I don't know if their intentions are to deceive you in any way. I don't see that per se. But there's something sneaky going on here, that their intentions, either they're keeping it very unclear and quietly moving away from you because they just don't want to make waves, maybe because they don't want to cause you any more grief. They're moving on, and hoping that you just will too. That's one of the things I thought of when I saw this combination of cards. because the snake can be about betrayal or a deception, and the cross is about grief and sorrow. And so it's possible here, that they're playing this game of not communicating because they're just hoping not to cause you any more grief and have to face that, and that you'll just move on.
I get that too from these cards, and I'm sort of getting a glimmer from the Knight of Swords that just does suggest they seem to want to move into a different direction. I don't feel that they necessarily want to hurt you, but I get the feeling that maybe they don't really know how to handle this in some respects, and so the idea of sort of ghosting you maybe seems an easier way for them to do that.
I will say this, Garima, it looks as though this reading really focused more on her intentions rather than her feelings. Her feelings for you don't matter so much, I think, with the way this reading is going, because regardless of her feelings, she doesn't seem to want to commit. She seems to want to be moving in a different direction. And I think you're going to find that out. And maybe it's possible here what the cards are trying to say is, we're not going to tell you this now, but we think in time you're going to get the message that you're going to need to move on past this.
It's hard to say that, about whether you could even be friends. I almost have the feeling that maybe the structure of things in their life doesn't give them that opportunity for some reason, that they don't want that, or that they don't feel they can fit that in their lives. It could be about where they think they're going, or what they think their life is already about, or other people in their lives and those influences.
You know what? Can we just do a quick yes, no to see
Sure.
if they can be friends?
All right.
Because I'm not sure it's going to go anywhere romantically. But you know what? We always say, Garima, the tarot is a snapshot in time. Conditions can change in the future. It's not like everything is written in stone. It's just leaning right now that they're really not into making a commitment with you at this time.
We're going to do a yes or no question to see if we can get some actual factual there.
If there's any hope of a friendship here at least.
Right, and I agree with Violet a little bit. The Hierophant sometimes does talk about more traditional kind of things. It may talk about traditional foundations or institutions like marriage. Not necessarily specifically, but it could be. Or it could be saying that the person feels that they are bound by tradition in their lives, and that could be because of culture or other influences. So it's not exactly clear to us. I think I'm going to let Violet speak for that. I'm not going to say necessarily.
Well, I was going to look at that card to say that maybe she's trying to buck tradition right now. She's trying to move in a different direction, maybe even from a marriage at this time, which is what the Hierophant would be about, a structure of marriage. Wow. Wow. This is saying no.
No.
I don't know if they're just moving in a different direction in their life, but there are some things to talk about here. We have the Lovers reversed. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. And then we have the Two of Wands upright, which again to me kind of indicates they're plotting a different course. They're moving in a different direction, that Two of Wands. And I think here again, this is really interesting, Garima, that you got the Seven of Wands reversed, because you
Swords.
had... Pardon me?
Swords.
I'm sorry, Seven of Swords. I've been doing that a lot.
That's okay.
Seven of Swords reversed, because it kind of ties into the moon reversed in the last reading, and that truths are going to be revealed. You're going to find out something here.
You will.
Maybe somehow the silence is going to be broken, and at least you're going to maybe find out where things stand. It's possible here they've just decided you're not the one for them. You're not, they want to move in a different direction in their life.
Yeah, I can't say any more than that. I do feel that that's what we're given here. And it may not be necessarily about the fact that it's a same-sex relationship, but it could be. But it just feels like maybe the person has moved on or will move on or has really a different plan for themselves, see themselves going a different way, see themselves being different than that.
Well, something about same-sex relationship that might, maybe the Hierophant card was addressing that.
That's what Violet was talking about too.
Yeah, so I see that in a way that they were looking for something more traditional, and so maybe that's it. And maybe they feel that would be a wrong choice for them. But maybe now, because of that, maybe they just don't see themselves as being friends. We can only go so far with how we can get people to accept us for who we are. Some people are more willing to do that than others, and so it just may be a sign that you'll just have to let them go. In time, maybe they would change their mind and come back. I'm not seeing anything like that here, though, right now in these cards. So, I'm sorry, I wish I had better news for you. So good luck with that.
Take care. And you're welcome.
You're very welcome. Hey, and feel free to prove us wrong, but, and we are wrong sometimes. That's just it.
Sure.
Sometimes things play out differently. Fate is like that.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, why am I taking that? Jennifer, you are up, and then Violet.
All right. Let's find a deck I have not used.
Okay.
This one.
I have a deck or so. Oh, I think I have one deck. I have not used 2 decks.
And I have the Mermaid's Tarot.
Uh-huh. No, 1 deck.
Jennifer asks, will I be in my new apartment in September? Plan on applying the second week. So I think we'll do 3 cards, and if it's not clear, we'll do a yes or no. Or if we need more. They have been. Thank you, Jackie. It's been work.
Yeah.
It's been work.
Well, we threw some extras out there today, too, for some clarification. We don't always do that, but some of those readings definitely needed it, I think.
And the reversed 8 of Pentacles. The upright 2 of Pentacles. They're all Pentacles. It's the upright 4 of Pentacles.
Which is really interesting because the Pentacles are about material concerns, even house and home.
Right? Mm-hmm.
So I do kind of like that. So the 4 of Pentacles is upright. Let's see what I have here. Oh.
First, there is a mountain.
Oh, but this is good.
And
Don't you put it the other way?
The mountains of the moon.
I thought you put that card first.
Which was the first card? This
That one.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh my God.
It matters. It matters.
Sure.
All right. Definitely in this case.
8 of Pentacles, reverse.
Well, it's going to take a lot of somebody's effort, let's just say, Jennifer, to make this happen. You put in for it. Paperwork has to be processed. Protocols have to be managed and all of that in order to make it happen. So it depends. And I feel here with the 8 of Pentacles reversed there may be some delays here. There may be some slowdowns, somebody not doing their job, somebody putting some things off, or there's just some necessary delays in getting this work done and getting you in there. Now, the Two of Pentacles upright is kind of a good positive thing here, along with the Four. If things can start balancing out, if there could be a way to speed up this process, get people to move things along for you, there's a possibility here that you could be in that place by that time frame. Otherwise, it may take a little bit longer for you, to get in there.
I do wonder if it might take a little longer, and my impression with the Eight of Pentacles is this a fixer-upper problem? Not so much like as a house fixer-upper, you buy it and you agree to fix it up, but like maybe there are some concerns with the particular residents, like they still have to do some work to get it ready for the next rental. I'm wondering if that could be causing the delay. I just sort of feel that associated through the Eight of Pentacles.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because when my son moved into his first apartment, there was a little bit delay because they had to lay down carpeting and different things before he could start moving in. So, there might be things like that, different protocols, as I said, that has to take place for this move to occur.
Sometimes the Eight of Pentacles strikes me as kind of like an apprenticeship kind of situation, or, somebody that's in an experience where they're learning things or they're growing. I translate that to the idea that, there still is something that needs to be finessed to some degree. And maybe it's just a paperwork thing. Maybe something about the paperwork needs to get finessed.
So I would just say that I'm giving you a possible yes here. A possible yes. Because you got some okay positive cards here, neutral to positive. And here you've got the mountains, which is obstacles and problems, but the reason I said it mattered the way these cards fell is you have the moon here. And the moon indicates success in overcoming obstacles. So it's possible here that there are going to be some hoops that you're going to have to go through, some roadblocks in your path that you're going to have to, see if they can't get you in there sooner. And then there could be some success. Possibly.
I'm wondering, I agree with Banshee with that this just sort of feels like there's a fungibleness that it could work, but somebody's got to get motivated to do that. But with the Four of Pentacles, though, I'm wondering if this says that either you're going to be able to save more money if you get in there, or that something about the process means that, you're going to have to watch your money a little bit more, that maybe these repairs or situations might compel you to give a little more money, or something else has to trickle in for that repair or that situation to be renovated, or whatever is going on there with that, to me.
Yeah. It's upright, so I don't feel a loss here financially. True. I don't feel that's going to take place.
Yeah, you're right.
But I do feel that, they want to ensure that this place is in good order. And, that you'll be happy with it, I think. That you will appreciate it once you move in. So that might be part of this.
Could this be them holding on to the idea that they're not ready yet for you to move in?
Yeah, it could be. It could
until they feel they have it ready for you.
So I wish you luck. I say you have to light a fire, get a lighter, light a fire under somebody to make it happen. And maybe, by just saying it's really important if I could possibly get in there by this date. Is there any way you can make it possible? Then do it. Try to push this along.
Well, we hope it all works out for you, Jennifer.
So good luck.
Good luck. Let us know.
Violet Lotus, what do you got for us?
You're welcome.
I saw you got a backup already, Violet, to your new deck. I don't even operate that fast. With favorite decks. Although we did get Light Seers, like 3 decks now of that one. So I'm going to put my cards away because you're doing the Lenormand. So
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
My message from my higher self, current feelings, about your current healing journey and your current emotion feelings. Got it. Okay. Let me get shuffling. Isn't it my deck? Because you just... Oh! It looked like a tarot deck to me. It's so big. Good grief.
You look like a tarot deck to me.
Do I? The Tower card?
Because...
I'm going to come crashing down on you? Oh! I am a full deck, though. I'm operating with a full deck.
You're full of it? What?
Well, I have been a bit froggy-brained lately. That's been part of some of the stuff going on.
Froggy brain. Don't say that word.
It's true.
Well, that's 2 words.
But it's true. Well, my intuition's been pretty on target.
Thanks, Jackie. It's 2.
Aw, how funny that. We got our card of the day for you today. If it looks familiar, it's the 6 of Wands upright.
I love that.
Do you want to do my reading or you want to lay 3 out? Let's lay 3 out.
Okay.
Oh, ouch.
You regret it now?
Maybe we will do my reading because I almost see something here. But let's lay them all out.
10 of Swords.
Look at that. This is awesome. You may not think so. Look what's surrounding that 10 of Swords. Why'd you put it that way? Oh, yeah, it is that way. It is that way. The Devil reversed. I want to see the Lenormand for sure.
Well, I can't stand it because once again, we are pulled the snake.
Dang it.
And the fox. Holy something.
Well, this is really bizarre. Your higher self is feeling right now that you are victorious. Maybe that you have found a path now, a healing path for yourself that is going to make a difference for you. So I think what they're trying to tell you here is don't sabotage yourself. Don't stab yourself in the back. And I almost see it here with the fox and the snake. I almost feel like this is a triangle you don't want to make here. You know, you don't want to deceive yourself and betray yourself to the point of stabbing yourself in the back. You need to liberate yourself now from negative thoughts and negative thinking and appreciate what you're starting to put in place and really immerse yourself into it. You know, whatever, I just almost feel there must be some negative speak here going on and some self-deception into feeling that this isn't right for you. This is liberating for you. So ditch the negative thoughts, ditch the negative thinking, ditch whatever is going on here and follow this victorious path.
I like this 10 of Swords, Violet, because like many 10 of Swords, there's always like this idea that dawn is somewhere else coming and so the worst may be over. And it's a painter who's looking out the window. She wants to create something new. She wants to create something that maybe takes her away from that pain of the 10 of Swords there. And I think that's what this is saying, is that don't second guess yourself.
Right.
You know, this is a victory lap for you, and this is a chance for you to paint a new picture, even if it's a diamond one.
It could be about second guessing yourself because maybe this 10 of Swords is saying you feel like you're betraying yourself by following this path in some way. Are you letting some other things go in your life to follow this healing journey? Are you letting things go that you're feeling like, guilty about letting them go in some way, that you really, are letting go of something you've been committed to, that if you follow this path, this is going to be hurting you in some way? Because it looks like there's victory and freedom and liberation ahead.
So are the fox and the snake sort of these dueling aspects of either doubt or self-deception or mischievousness too? Like maybe sometimes we want to touch the burning thing just to experience that. And then of course we're like, we shouldn't have done that. Our hand
I like
is gone
that.
out.
That's funny. That's a funny, but that was a good analogy. But I think here, that's what I'm seeing. I'm glad you see it. Right. But not just that, of also whatever you're leaving behind. Remember, the Ten of Swords is about moving now towards the light, towards this, after the sense of betrayal. But in order to do that, you have to let go of those swords. You have to let go of things that maybe you felt were good for you to pursue, but ultimately maybe they were betraying where you need to find yourself. If that makes sense. Aren't real when it seems that they are. Yeah, that could be. Afraid that you're wrong. Well, you know what? We always do this and second guess ourselves all the time. And then we regret it later that we should have followed the path we were on. So try not to make that mistake. Maybe if there's a way to leave a door open for some of the things that you don't want to let go of, then do so. But don't let it derail you from following this healing journey you're on. Because it seems like a win. It seems like you are freeing yourself and you'll feel better.
Indeed.
So good luck with that.
Good luck.
Wow. Yeah, these readings were interesting today for sure.
Intense.
Intense
Most
in
of
some
them.
ways. Some of them most definitely were. So.
Well, yeah,
So good luck, everybody.
we really
I'm
hope we've
wishing-
helped people with, their situations.
Yeah, the main thing about tarot is to give you food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you to create your own destiny, not the cards. You need to process this information and decide what you're going to do about it. What are you going to do about it? We can give you some ideas of what direction you could go in, but it's always up to you to make that choice.
Right.
You
because
have options.
we all have free will.
Yep. All right, so, and either way, we learn, we grow. We grow from the mistakes we make as well. So, that's my soapbox. All right, everybody. Well, I just want to thank everybody for being here. It was a lively, pretty full show today. Appreciate everybody for
Thanks,
coming
Jackie.
out, especially on a holiday weekend for
Thanks,
some
Kara.
of us. Take care, everybody. We're getting ready to go and
Grill.
visit family, visit our our daughter-in-law's family, and our daughter-in-law's son and granddaughter. Always.
No, our daughter-in-law's daughter. You said daughter-in-law's son.
Oh, our daughter-in-law, I meant, and our son. I didn't say our daughter-in-law, son, and our
It sounded like you said
granddaughter.
our
That's what I meant.
daughter-in-law's son. Okay.
I just
got
said it too fast. I'm too fast for him. I'm an Aries. All right, everybody. Take care. We shall see you soon. Bye for now.